But regardless, CeeDee Lamb, I do think is probably going to end up being the top set piece for this promo. However, maybe not, right? Because CeeDee Lamb is deserving of it, but maybe they haven't planned for another card. His last card was an 87 overall, so we most certainly could get, the 90 overall top set piece, whatever. I definitely think we could see CeeDee there, but he's also kind of a big enough name to where they maybe want to save him for maybe the Christmas promo, maybe the Blitz promo, maybe he's going to be in there at some point. Who knows? If we don't see a CeeDee Lamb, I think it's because he has a bigger card already planned coming really, really soon. But as a Cowboys fan, I would love to see an upgrade. This Field Pass card, I know you guys knew this card from the beginning of the year, was amazing. This was one of the best free cards ever. And with 193 yards and a touchdown versus the Buffalo Bills, and I gotta say, probably the greatest catch I have ever personally seen. Justin Jefferson, I don't even think it's a question, should get the Offensive Team of the Week hero after the amazing catches that he made early on that one.
It was one of the best savings rates in America.
DP, good job, Mama. Did you white what?
I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. Let's go.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Broncos at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and goal from just inside the 5. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run with Harris. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. Line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time when the young rookie maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones, sliding out of the pocket, and it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. 3-0 after 1 on E. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Touchdown! Jakobi Meyers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Off the play fake, Brewer. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Off play action, Brewer being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brewer. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. Can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job. Who's inbounds there?
A gain of 20 yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Over the middle to Beckham. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Jones throw there complete to Myers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jones keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage. But there's your outcome right there. Take it to the...
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Mac Jones with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Brewer. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Brewer. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brewer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Broncos send out their punter now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
K'Waun Williams, the one that got him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones. Off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.